Hi, my name is Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian vlogs 11 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Genesis 9 verses 1 to 7. Here's the word of God. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every bird of the heavens, upon everything that creeps on the ground and all the fish of the sea. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything. But you shall not eat flesh with its life, if that is its blood. And for your lifeblood, I will require a reckoning. From every beast I will require it, and from man. From his fellow man I will require a reckoning for the life of man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For God made man in his own image. And you be fruitful and multiply, increase greatly on the earth, and multiply in it." Genesis 9, 1 to 7. Here's the poem I wrote inspired by those verses. God's mandate to increase and multiply. When Noah and his sons got out of the ark, God commanded them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and all animals and birds will fear you. You can eat every moving thing that lives apart also from the fruits of plants. But you cannot eat flesh with blood in it, for life is in the blood. The Lord prohibited them from shedding the blood of man. This is because all men were made from God's own image. For if one man's life is taken, they shall be answerable to God." Noah and his sons were mandated to increase greatly and fill the earth. And here's my essay. When Noah and his sons were given the mandate to increase and multiply, we remember also how God gave the same command to Adam to have authority over all the animals and living things and fill the earth and reproduce. It is also interesting that in the post-flood, God added to the foods that we are supposed to eat. Before the flood, it was just plants and fruits from the trees, but after the flood, He allowed humans to have every living thing that is moving and creeping on the ground. But He had exempt us from taking anything that has blood in it, and cautioned humans to take another man's life, for man is made in God's image. Reflection. After reading the changes of man's food to eat after the flood, what can you say about people who limit their foods to either vegetarian or carnivore diet? There's been a lot of hype into what food is good for us, what food we need to eat, and all that stuff. But and actually this past month I've been doing intermittent fasting just so I could get rid of my visceral fat in my middle part. But I've always were inclined to eat more vegetables because that's how I grew up. My grandfather and my grandmother. My grandfather was a farmer and at the same time a fisherman. So we were eating, vegetables and fish. But I don't recall, because they used to live in an island in the Philippines where there are very few occasions where they would have meat for themselves. But I particularly am so used to, I love vegetables, but I also eat everything, but because of this of this problem that I have with my digestion and all kinds of other autoimmune disease that I have, I need to stay away from certain things. But it should not be something that you just need to stick to one and do that forever, because I know I saw a 100-year-old nutritionist, a doctor who is 100 years old, but he's so strong, and but he's never eaten fish, never eaten meat. He only ate vegetables. But I think it's a form of preference, but there are no rules, because there's the only rule that God gave us is that we shouldn't take anything that has blood in it, meaning it's still alive. So it's important that we, as Christians, that we try to understand the commands of God as to the history of the changes of the things that God has created. Because if you get stuck in the pre-flood, uh, what is allowable to eat by God, then you will just stick to vegetarian. But if you read Genesis 9 here, it says that God allows every moving thing that lives for you to eat. And so there should be no rules, and but as human beings, we prefer something, and that's okay. But don't judge other people who only eat a certain diet, or you become a stickler to something just because you prefer that, because we need to respect other people's preferences as well. Ours is not always good, and theirs is not always good either. So, but that's the choice that they made, and God gave us choices. So I encourage you to reflect on this, and also the God mandated us to increase and multiply. So how do you apply that with people who are not married, who are single? I think we shouldn't take it very literally. What it means that whatever is given to us, we should multiply it, so that we are honoring God with the gift that He has given us. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos and give you the Word of God. And if you haven't already, please check my other over 3,000 videos I've done in 11 years I've been doing this. Just type on Google or YouTube search ILMA'S Palm Devotional. Have a beautiful day.